As soon as the door closed behind them, the group of friends realized they were in trouble. They had just entered an escape room, a puzzle-filled space designed to challenge their wit and creativity. The room was dimly lit, with eerie music playing in the background. They had been looking forward to this for weeks, but now they felt a sense of dread creeping up on them. One of the friends, Ethan, was a video game addict who had little experience working with others. He had always preferred to play alone, immersed in his virtual world, and struggled to communicate and collaborate with his friends. The first puzzle was simple enough, a riddle on the wall that led them to a hidden key. But as they moved deeper into the room, the challenges grew more complex and time-consuming. The group had to solve a series of math problems, decode a message written in Morse code, and navigate a maze of laser beams without triggering any alarms. Ethan found himself struggling to keep up with his friends. He was used to tackling challenges on his own, at his own pace, and felt frustrated by the need to work together. His addiction to video games was all-consuming, and he couldn't shake the feeling that he was wasting his time. As the clock ticked down, the group became increasingly desperate. They were running out of time, and the final puzzle, a combination lock that required all 5 of them to enter a code simultaneously, seemed impossible to solve. Ethan was about to give up when he remembered something he had learned from his favorite video game. He suggested they use a strategy he had used to defeat a particularly tricky boss. Divide and conquer. The group split into smaller teams, each working on a different section of the lock. Ethan took charge of one team. From that day on, Ethan made a conscious effort to balance his love of video games with his real-world responsibilities and relationships. He joined a local gaming club where he met new friends and learned to collaborate on game design projects. Years later, Ethan was invited back to the same escape room. This time he was a different person, having grown and matured. He brought his team of colleagues and friends ready to tackle the challenges together. In the end, they cracked the final puzzle and opened the door to the outside world. Ethan knew that he would never forget the lessons he had learned in that escape room, and that he would always be grateful for the journey that had brought him there.